The largest 25K run in the world is this Saturday in Grand Rapids.
That's right. 17,000 runners are expected to compete, each with their own unique story. Tonight, 24-hour News 8 Zach Sapanik introduces us to a man getting back into the competition as he battles an extremely rare disease.
Well, Rob Swartz of Boyne City will be part of the 25K pack for Saturday's Riverbank Run. And while he may be one of many participating, he is a rare breed. As he continues to fight a battle only 6 others have faced.
Chronic microglial encephalomyelitis. Chronic, lifelong. I'll fight this every day the rest of my life.
Rob Swartz lives with this brain disease every day of his life, but that hasn't always been the case. In 2010, Rob entered his first triathlon. The next year, he completed 13 triathlons, a 100-mile bike race, and a full marathon. However, his physical state would soon drastically change.
The things that seem really important, they're important, but the most important things are really the little pleasures and the little joys.
One February morning in 2012, Rob woke up lightheaded. The symptoms worsened. Vertigo spun the world around him. Spouts of severe trembling would shake his hands and feet, and tunnel vision led to occasional blindness.
My immune system that normally is going to protect me from a bacteria, a virus, getting sick, instead turned on my own body and started to attack my brain and spinal cord.
In March, Rob arrived at Mayo Clinic in Minnesota.
Was this a disease that was going to kill me slowly? Was it something we could treat? At that point, I still didn't know.
Doctors said the only way to find out was to conduct a brain biopsy.
Sitting in the hospital, waiting for the doctors to come out and say that the biopsy was done, seeing him in neurological ICU, it's terrifying.
Chronic microglial encephalomyelitis, a condition so rare that Rob Swartz became just the 7th patient to ever be diagnosed with this particular disease.
I thought I was going to die. I expected it. I took a very deep breath and looked back at him and asked, how long do I have?
But there was good news. It was treatable. Steroid injections and immunosuppressive drugs curbed the inflammation. Meanwhile, Rob had to use a walker for several months before he was able to walk again on his own, let alone get back in a race. But that journey started the very first day after his procedure.
How many laps around the nurse's station will it take to get a mile? Because I'm going to beat this, and I'm going to get back to a triathlon again.
In the year after the biopsy, Rob relapsed twice. They have since found a high enough dose of daily immunosuppression to manage the disease. And Rob has been stable for a little over a year and a half. He has even laced up the running shoes, training for this year's Riverbank Run 25K. His first time back in the race since 2011, and his longest race since his diagnosis.
When I'm out there on Riverbank morning, it'll be run for 3 to 4 minutes, take a break and walk for 1.
No matter how Rob completes the race, it will be nothing compared to the race for his life.
And at the finish line for a lot of races for him, and they're all extremely special to me, but especially this one because of where we've been since the last time that he crossed this finish line for this race. It's huge.
It's that same feeling you get in running a marathon when you're in the 20-mile mark and going, uh-oh, I've hit a wall, what am I going to do? But you get through it.
Rob will be running as a part of Team Lucky 7, a nonprofit he started, named after being only the 7th person with the disease. You can go to teamlucky7.org to learn more about the organization.
Wow.
Boy, it's so rare. It's incredible.
Yeah.
If there was ever a comeback player of the year for the Riverbank Run, Rob might just be your winner.
Yeah, he does. And it just shows you how that race, it means so much more than just running in it. It's something that people can focus on, and it helps them maybe alleviate some of the everyday stuff that they're battling.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zach.
Good story. Thanks, Zach.